A secretary comes and says, "Boss, look, isn't that the one you've been looking for these past 8 years?" The boss says, "That really is him. Finally, I've found him," and starts to leave. The secretary says, "Boss, wait a moment." A son comes over and says, "Papa." The father says, "Duo bao." The secretary says, "Look, his child has grown up so much already. Maybe he has even started his own family, and he's still doing odd jobs in the countryside. Why do you keep worrying about him? Why don't we just go back?" The boss says, "No, he wasn't like this before. You don't understand. I need to ask him myself. You go back first." The woman replies, "All right, boss." Then the boss says, "Wait, Secretary Chang, go and bring those things I made from the car." The secretary says, "All right, boss," and leaves. The son says, "Papa, stop working and eat first." The father replies, "I just ate. I'm not hungry, you eat." The son says, "Papa, I also just ate. I'm not hungry, you eat." The father says, "Come, Duo Bao, sit here. After I earn 2 months of wages, I'll take you for a checkup for your legs." The son says, "Papa, I'm fine. You should take care of yourself and not work so hard. Okay, Papa?" The father replies, "All right, I understand. Come, Duo Bao, eat." The son says, "Papa, I really am not hungry." The father and son share half the food and start eating. Then the father says, "Duo Bao, your father still has some work to do. When we finish our work, we'll go home, all right?" They get up and leave to work. Meanwhile, the boss is thinking, what must he have gone through all these years? She walks up to him and says, "Brother Chen." The man replies, "Who are you?" The woman says, "Brother Chen, don't you remember me? 8 years ago in your shop, you gave me food, gave me a bank card, and encouraged me to study hard. Don't you remember all that?" The man says, "8 years ago." Another man comes and says, "Little girl, what happened to you?" The woman says, "Brother Chen Guang, I was just about to leave." The man says, "Wait, can you tell me what happened?" The woman says, "Brother Chen, the truth is like this. I had just taken my college entrance exam, but I didn't have money for tuition. I planned to go to the city to work and earn money, but my belongings and all the money I had saved were stolen. I hadn't eaten in several days." The man says, Come inside the shop. I'll get you something to eat." Then he sits her down, feeds her, and gives her a card with 50,000 yuan so she can go to college. The man replies, "Oh, now I remember. You are Wu Difan. Over these years, you've become so beautiful and graceful. I didn't recognize you at first." The secretary returns and says, "Boss, I brought what you wanted. Here it is," and then leaves. The woman says, "Brother Chen Guang, when you gave me this card, it had 50,000 yuan. Now it has 500,000 yuan. And this house, I've prepared everything for you. Please accept it." But the man says, No, this is too valuable. Boss, I can't take it." The woman replies, "Brother Chen, I asked you to keep it, so please take it. If it hadn't been for your help at that time, I could never have reached where I am today." The man smiles and says, "All right then, I'll take the money. I'll treat it as a debt, and when I have more money, I'll repay you." The woman says, "Brother Chen, will you give me the chance to take care of you and your family?" Brother Chen Guang says, "No, Difan. Look, this is unfair. You're a big boss now, and I'm just working in the fields raising a child. I don't deserve you." The woman replies, "8 years ago, it all started when you sponsored me. Now it's time for those seeds to bear fruit. Brother Chen, I believe everyone will bless us."